Okay, this is Gabriel Wing.
And KitsuneRaven.
We are back. We were just at the Silver Wave Film Festival. We saw the Midnight Splatter and Suspense Fest, and it was awesome!
Hell yes.
It was well worth the money. It was like
$3 all in.
$3 a ticket. We saw like 10 freaking sweet indie movies. Kids out there, learn this lesson long before I did. I went to my first film festival when I was 19. Go to the indie stuff. It is gold. Solid gold. Anyway, last video. Before we ran away, we beat Dr. Wily. We are now on Megaman 2. With any luck, this one will go a hell of a lot better than the first one did. Let's get her going. So you like this one a lot more than the first one.
Yes, obviously. I've developed a new hate for the first one.
Yeah, we've developed a new. We never want to see the original Mega Man again. And if you post pictures of it on like our Facebook pages or like reply to our video, which is like the title screen of the first one, I swear to God, I will hunt you down and beat you to pieces.
I think it's Metal Man, Bubble Man, Heat Man, Wood Man, then
We're gonna say it right now. His favorite robot masters in this game,
Metal Man.
the one that we're highlighting right now.
I don't remember whose weakness, since I usually beat every boss with the Mega Buster.
So you've got to really stop that, because that's going to be really important for this. Because as we pointed out earlier, we have a hard time doing it without weaknesses.
Mega Man 1.
How many
Mega
times?
Man 2 is different.
How many times did you end up having to fight Bomb Man with the freaking Buster in the first game?
It was still easy.
Shut
And one
up.
of the times I beat him with the Mega Buster, I did no damage.
Shut up. You heard me. Okay. Well, who do you plan on starting?
I usually start my cycle with Airman, but
If you want to start with Airman, go ahead and start with Airman. But
Yeah.
I thought we agreed that because Metal Man was like his own weakness, it'd be smarter to start there.
well,
I thought that was what we agreed to. If you want to start with Airman, I have no
I
objections.
don't mind. It's just I think Airman's Crash Man's weakness, if I remember correctly.
Oh, give me one
Which
second.
Flash Man's ability is useful in the others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we originally thought.
Ah. Well, I guess I'll start with my favorite then.
You might as well. You want to play the stage anyway. We are bad at remembering things. We've recently discovered this. E-Tank! I forget, if you use them, do they disappear for the rest of the game? Or do they just disappear until the end of the level?
They just disappear. Well, they reappear if you like go back in the level.
No, I mean, but after you use it, it's gone.
Oh great, the graphical flaws from the NES.
Well, it is essentially a direct port.
Yeah.
Hey, it's better than the graphical flaws we were having when we were test recording using Super Mario RPG. Oh boy. I love these things! There was a hallway full of them in the Game Boy version, like Wily's Revenge.
Yeah, I know.
You just sit there and you spam them with the elect shot, whatever the thing's called. The lightning bolt. You kill off like 10 of them, they drop a bunch of like extra lives and stuff. I remember every time I went to Wily, I had max extra lives, max health, and max on all my weapons. The stages seem a little bit easier in this one than they did in the last one.
Wait till you get the heat.
I already know Heatman's tough. Because, four of the robot masters from this game were in Wily's Revenge. You fought them, instead of fighting the old robot masters in Wily's Castle, in Wily's Revenge for the Game Boy, you fought four robot masters from the second game. Heatman, Quickman, Flashman, and I forget the last one was. Doesn't matter. But after you kill all of them, you fight another robot master who's got a huge sword and absorbs Mega Buster shots and fires them back at you. I forget what he is. What he's called. Like Swordman or whatever. Pretty cool. Another E-Tank. God, it's 2 E-Tanks in one level. Are they serious?
Yep.
Is that one even possible to get?
Yeah. You just die afterwards. Yeah.
You intentionally died just to keep the E-Tank.
Well, it's useful later on.
I guess. You can store as many packs as you can, can't you?
No, you have
4.
like 13, 3 or 4.
It's amazing.
Why?
You shoot so. You're just like a machine gun. I'm going to reiterate, we agreed not to use the turbo button. So I'm going to point out, he's firing that fast by himself. He is ramming that button. That sounded really naughty.
Yes, it did. Not again.
I want to see what your insides look like. I'm sorry. We just went to a splatter film festival, and there was this big deal because we're from a small province in Canada called New Brunswick. Anybody who's ever been here will agree with us. It is a small little spit of land that no real big cities exist, and no one really knows or cares about, except people who live here. And some guys, some directors and stuff, and some actors from New Brunswick made a splatter film in New Brunswick, and it was epic. And then afterwards, the pictures are going to be on Facebook soon. But afterwards, we went out and they had some elements from the set up, so you could take photos of that made it look as if you were. Holy crap, he's incredibly hard to kill.
Yeah, but that's what tanks are for. Speaking of tanks.
I still don't think it's going to be enough.
Oh, yes it is.
In my opinion, you should let yourself die once you had a full health bar to start.
Nah, enough. Darn.
I want Quick Man, by the way.
Okay.
You can beat the stage, but I want Quick Man.
Well,
E-Tank. You're down to a sliver, E-Tank.
well, we can always revisit the stages later to get the...
There you go.
I'm down to a sliver and I didn't get hit.
That's really hilarious, though. Yeah, but it's better than not using the E-Tank and risking the shot, because if you had gotten hit, then all the
we
work...
could always revisit the stage and gather E-Tank before Wily's fight.
Yeah, we'll just go back and get some more later.
Metal Blade, the best weapon in the game.
It makes you... That's me! It's gold. It's Flashman, right?
I think so. Flashman stage music is good as well.
Do you want to do it, or are we going to switch it up here? You want to use the saw blades, don't even lie.
Hell yes.
Do a little scene where you do a little quick scene running in yellow so that we have something to use for the sprite later. There you go. That's good enough. Gesundheit. Wow. Everyone just caught me sneezing on YouTube. My podcast done downloaded. Yep, awesome.
Kill it. Oh, fuck. No. Ah, and I got an extra life from it, too. Killed it, get an extra life, and slide off the stage.